methods, but he never managed to come up with...
I thought Alain was like a father to you.
And? What would you say if Lin...
I would applaud them for it. That would mean...
For all we know, Alain Giltan might have thought the same thing. Once you die, it doesn't matter how great you were in life.
Hey, come on out. They're back.
Huh? You're back? And your head's still screwed on? And you still have all your limbs?
What does it look like? Way to keep your composure, madam.
Excuse you. I am perfectly composed.
Glad you're okay. Yes, it's a huge relief.
Worry? Oh, yeah, right. You think
We were worried sick.
Hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free to join this mission in whatever capacity you...
It's a laugh a minute with you guys.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told me.
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequivocal.
He said he knew what he was doing. Albedo...
You didn't have to mention that.
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed.
Is he back? Is he really back? Traveler! It's really you! Oh, thank goodness! Paimon missed you so much!
You can finally breathe easy, Paimon.
It's great to have you back in one piece! Look at them. You know, once you reach my age, there's nothing better than watching a misty-eyed...
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too.
Varka, I'm not...
Oh, yeah, good point. Hey.
What? Ew, no!
Everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. But the silver lining is, while I was being held captive, I learned a lot about Dotori's current capabilities, and what he plans.
The three moon goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined. No wonder Dottore believes himself...
Utter blasphemy.
While everyone was gone, Nefer and I made an interesting discovery. And I believe Miss Sandrone has something to share too.
Called it. Getting rid of a pesky troublemaker like her is like trying to clean up after...
Our next step is to find a way to bring...
A place where time flows backwards, with no destination in sight.
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time, just traveling in the opposite direction to us. The question is, where does that path lead? Or will it keep going to infinity?
We considered that question as well. Strictly speaking.
Indeed not. Every road has an end.
Nicole! You sure loved quietly sneaking in mid-conversation.
I do, in fact. It's something I've always done at our mages' tea parties. Quiet, mysterious. You wonder what lies at the end of her road. Well, but where Miss Columbina will end up along this road, that depends.
What about the original moons and the moon goddesses? Do they...
All things do. In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky. It was they were shadows of the planet, born to wield Nibelung's authority and oversee the world on his behalf. But then one day, they disappeared just as suddenly as they had once been.
Like I thought, no more paths back to reality have emerged since. But how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for. The further I travel, the less stable this space becomes. There are even moments where I can sense something that feels like abyssal energy. They can just materialize out of thin air. Is that the ray here of Solnari? I can't.
You are the moon goddess. But how? Please, there's no need. I'm not interested in fighting anymore.
I find that a little difficult to believe.
Yeah. Honestly, so do I. The way you used my own power against me was... It was a brilliant strategy. And then, in the final moment before I was thrown into this space, I got to see an old friend.
Mr. Dainsleif.
Right. It was so long ago now. When I first got here, I was filled with hatred, remorse, and rage. How I cursed and devoured. I tore everything here apart. I was consumed by the desire to leave this place and have my vengeance. But to no avail. This is a place with no exit. This is the second time I've entered this space. Though I have no memory of the first. I was torn to shreds the moment I entered. But this time I survived. It must be partly because of this new body. And partly because of all the Kuvaki I absorbed in Nodcry.
Are you the source of the abyssal power in here?
Not all of it. Some is from when I first arrived here and tried to destroy everything. But there was already a degree of abyssal power here, before I entered. And like a venomous snake bit...
Tried to? So... you...
Yes. Because after that, the world suddenly became silent for a moment.
What do you mean?
The voices in my head. They were... And then... I saw her.
Her?
Thelindis. My...
Never mentioned that she saw a memory of Thelindis leaping into the moon's reflection.
More precisely, I saw her afterimage. I'm sure the real her... Anyway. Why have you come here? Didn't you know it was a dead...
If I hadn't escaped through the moon gate, my friends would have been...
No.
What?
You'd like to know how I know, wouldn't you? The one who resurrected me said so. I could hear a deep lust for power in his...
Do you mean...
Dottore. So that's what he's called. He'd been collecting fragments of my body for a long time. Also, I had no interest in his research. But being as corroded by the abyss as I was, we were aligned as far as hunting the moons and recovering my...
So that's why the Wild Hunt suddenly became so active in Nodcry. When I
Moon Goddess?
What?
I know this is a lot to ask, especially from someone who tried to kill you. If you refuse, I won't fight it. But this is the only thing I desire now. Nothing else matters.
What do you want?
I'd like you to take a message to Thelindis.
Thelindis? But...
Yes, she's dead. But like I said, I saw her afterimage. I can sense that some part of her soul remains here.
Why don't you go and speak to her yourself?
I can't. I don't know why, but I can't move freely in this space as you can. All I can see is a glimpse of her, walking away. Just like the moment when I last saw. In return, I will clear these abyssal obstacles for you. No, not in return. I'll clear them for you, whether you want to help me or not. It feels like something I... Yeah. Why, indeed. I'm tired of it all. Tired of the person I became. People used me, And then I turned around and started using others. I think I grew tired of it long ago. But I wouldn't admit it to myself. And ultimately, that's how I ended.
What do you wish to tell her?
All of it. My past. My mistakes. Everything that happened after we were separated.
Is it okay if I give her the abridged version?
Yeah.
Like the part where you relentlessly tried to kill us?
It's love demands honesty. But my relationship with Thelindis was built on lies. We hid too much from each other. But after living my whole life in the shadows, I don't want to hide anything anymore.
I will do my best.
There. The Abyss will no longer stand in your way.
Even though Mr. Dainsleif felt he had to fight you, I think he still regarded you as a friend.
Dane?
He said that you betrayed him. But he also felt great remorse at never having understood what you were truly going through.
Why tell me this?
Because if he'd known that someone could take a message to you, I believe that's what he would have said.
I know this will sound strange coming from me, but don't die, Moon Goddess. I can tell that you're determined to get out of here.
He kept his word. The Abyss is no longer obstructing my path. Is that Thelindis? She wasn't far off at all. And yet, they can never meet. Hello, Miss Thelindis.
Who are you? How do you know my name? I've never seen anyone else here before.
You can call me Columbina. I promised Rerir that I'd bring a message to you.
Rerir? My Rerir? Is he well?
He's doing better than he was.
Better than he was, huh? Sounds like he's had a pretty rough time.
Others have had a rough time on his account too. And I'm not just talking about the children of the Crimson Moon.
So, things got worse before...
Are you sure you wish to know?
Yes. This is my opportunity to learn the truth.
I admire your courage. However, time is short. I cannot stay here for long. Rerir had seeds of hatred in his heart, and many people nursed them for their own ends. But in the end, he came to regret his mistakes. Beyond that, he did not say specifically what it was he wished to convey to you, but I'm sure that you've always been on his mind. You are what has kept him going over all the...
I'm sorry, Miss Columbina. This is so upsetting. I'm not sure how to put my feelings into words.
It's all right. I understand. Well, that's everything from me. So, I guess I'll be...
Wait. One moment. Time flows backwards here. The road ahead only leads further and further into the past.
I know. I intend to reach the end of that road.
Without a moon marrow, without the 3 moons' power, you won't make it far. Wait, unless... Are you one of the moon goddesses?
You could say that.
I see. I often think to myself, if life is like a train ride, and it's not just me, it's this whole place, I must seem so ridiculous. I can't answer these basic... Thinking back, I was suddenly overcome with fear and terror in that moment. Perhaps I too became bewitched by the abyss. I used to be a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum in Conria, researching the iridescent moon's marrow. Rerir was one of the Vinster King's retainers. With me, he was in an impossible position. I wanted to help him escape his lot in life. I wanted him to be happy, so I thought I'd use this place to return to the past. At the time, I thought I could just go back to the day that the Vinster King first found the princess. It was only after meeting the princess that the Vinster King started going too far with his research into the abyss.
I couldn't kill the Vinster King himself, so I had to find another way to save Rerir. That's why
I'm sure it was a futile endeavor, but the abyss probably enhances the basest human desires. So I naively... But I was simply too weak. Like a speck of dust against the whole universe. Look at me. I didn't even survive the journey here. Not physically, at least. I know I'm never getting out of here. But you're different. You can make it, and I want to help you. I owe you that much.
How do you plan to help me?
Have you noticed the golden energy that exists here? Based on my past research and my observations since coming here, I believe they carry you forward faster. I can share what I've learned and help you understand the pattern in which this... I think you just might... Now, I know. Also, I've been speculating about where this space ends. The documentation was scanned, but from what I know of the legends about the moons, the oldest ones seem to begin with... I have no way of verifying any of it by this point. But if it's true...
Understood. Thank you, Miss Thelindis.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. If you hadn't entered this realm of everlasting death, what use would my deductions be? Thanks to you, they have some meaning. About Rerir, I'm so sorry. For everything.
It wasn't your fault.
That's not true. Because we both feared bringing trouble upon each other, neither of us ever told the truth. And that dishonesty sealed our fates. But enough about that. I would... And may the outside world never have to experience pain like this again. Rerir, you're there, aren't you? I cannot see you, because you exist in the future. I expect we'll be trapped in this prison of space-time for all eternity. But please, gaze upon the past, and then sit for a while. Let's find a place to sit down together, just like we did when we first met.
How long have I been walking? How much further till I reach the end? Is there even an end to be found? Everything's getting blurry. Huh? Are you all right, little sister? Have you
come from the distant future?
How exactly did the moons just disappear? Shouldn't it be a little harder to get rid of major creations like moons?
The world is a vast and ancient place. On a certain scale, all life lasts for but a fleeting moment.
Miss Nicole explained that the moon goddesses likely perished in the War of Funerary, from which a new moon goddess was later born.
Am I missing something then? 'Cause the stories say that the moon goddesses...
Huh. You're right!
Why do their birthplaces differ?
Also, remember what Sandrone said? Her scans detected 4 moons.
Technically, the result of the scan means that 4 moon marrows were detected and positively identified as moons in that In other words, this piece of information alone isn't enough for us to know.
Yep. We have no way of staying up to date on whether she's dead or alive. She's on her own for now.
But at least she's trying her best to get back to us.
Yeah. She's a tough cookie. And a sore loser, too. We have to trust that she'll find a way. Because we really need her power. As much as it pains me to say it, we've got no chance of beating Dottore in a straight-up fight. He's much too powerful. It wouldn't even be close. That maniac is going to devour everything in his path until he reaches us. We need to find... I'll be frank. Our only hope of defeating this false god is with a real moon goddess on our side. I'm not just saying this because Columbina's a friend and I want her back. And I know that even she was no match for him when he attacked, but... I don't have a better solution.
We're not giving up on saving her, whether she can defeat Dottore or not.
Right. Don't worry, Miss Sandrone.
No one's trying to argue that we can only justify saving our friend because it will help save the world.
So... she's more than just a moon goddess to you guys?
Absolutely.
Duh! She's part of the gang! And you are too, you know.
Yes, I know. You don't need to labor the point. I knew that the moment I came running over with my documents that I was part of the in-group. Anyway, as for how we get Columbina back, I've been working on it constantly. I'd probably get there if I could continue my calculations, but...
Computing power? You mean, you need more energy?
No, the issue isn't energy, it's processing power. There's so much data to get through that the whole process has just...
That's a tricky problem.
René de Petrichor of the Nazissenkreuz Ordo once foretold the fate of the world. But I don't know how he did it. My guess is that he used the primordial sea's power. However, that won't work for me. His methodology was vastly different from my own. What's worse, they're incompatible. Ugh, this is so annoying. If I'd known we'd run into a bottleneck like this...
Oh, what do we do then?
You don't get it, do you? I'm trying to calculate the fate of an entire world here. And I need accurate results, not vague prophecies. Where the heck am I gonna find the computing power for that? Ahem. Anyway, time to shelve the discussion on technical difficulties.
Either way, we've done what we can.
Hat guy? Is he hinting that we should...
Let's go somewhere a little more private. You know that Dory went back to Sumeru, right?
Yeah, she mentioned she was planning to head back.
Things aren't looking good for Notcry. She's gone to spread the word so that Sumeru has a chance to prepare for the worst. From what I know of Dottore, there are 2 possible reasons why he hasn't made a move yet. One is that he's still working through some kinks in his new powers. The other is, he wants to see how we're going to... He'll easily devour everything eventually. So I guess he's in no rush to make it happen. The first false god he made was me, Now it's his turn. Even though my records were erased from Irminsul, Dotori's ideas haven't changed one bit. He once told me that becoming a god was like turning yourself into a hungry wolf or giant serpent to devour. He's always wanted to get his greedy hands on divine authority one way or another. In the desert of Sumeru, there is a chessboard built by King Deshret, also known as Al-Ahmar. But creating games and setting rules, gods do that as a matter of course. Now he has the Trilunar Authority. His power is leagues beyond the common people. Either way, Dori will inform Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she will contact the other gods in turn. The Seven will have some recourse available. If nothing else, their protection should keep the rest of the world from descending into chaos as quick. So on the bright side, even if not...
That's good to know. But I'm not ready to give up on Nodcry yet.
There's a word for people who refuse to let anything go. It's called being greedy.
Maybe it sounds greedy to you, and probably naive too. But whatever you call it, that's what gives me the determination to keep fighting. Battles are fleeting, but the will to fight is a long-term commitment. Give up for even a moment, and you're...
Why do you always feel the need to do the right thing? No one is born to be a savior. I mean, who's gonna criticize you if you fail, or give up?
Don't take this the wrong way.
Not necessarily. It's less about belief for me.
You look kinda worried.
If your arch-nemesis was about to achieve...
That's true. Dotori is about to become an omniscient Still, you're calmer than I expected.
Obviously. I have to admit that my past self was a reckless... And as much as I want my vengeance, I know I'm not... Too bad it never taught me any other virtues, though.
So, what's your plan?
I'll get to that. First.
Just like Paimon said.
How much do you trust her? This is a serious question.
Although she's with the Fatui, she has her own values, and she's helped us a lot. I see no reason not to trust her.
If you say so. In that case, the three of... It can be solved.
How much?
Sometimes your heroism really... Come on. Let's go talk to her.
Miss Androne, Traveler.
Hey there.
Paimon's here too! She was just helping them sort through their thing.
That was fast. The call only just ended.
Well, you said it was urgent, so we got here as quickly as we could.
Albedo, I have some
I see. Looks like my knowledge... If I might ask...
I needed to predict the future of the entire world.
I see. I'll have a look...
About that, it's been sorted.
Oh, with the Traveler?